complex decks I've ever played, but it is probably one of the more complex decks in Hex right now to play, because you have to play things in the proper order. Always playing as Shin Hair this time. Now I have targets for these burn spells, except I don't have proper things, so I'm going to have to draw again. To mulligan here, let's see if we get some better draws here. No, this isn't good, but I don't want to go down to 5. I have a play. Hopefully if I draw a resource I can play this guy, so... that's Havoc. Oh, I'm playing against Havoc. Oh, well, sorry. I'll try to lose against him really quick. I don't even know if I've visited him yet. I like to visit the other streams and see what, just to pop in and say hello. Because during the daytime I have to watch the kids, and so it's like what I can do. Of course, we got church today. Yeah. No, I'm not a stay-at-home dad. I am the worker bot for my family.
So I take it you're defensive then?
Mostly, yeah. I mean, there are certain things that can happen and I can get offensive, but typically I'm just fending things off, just like left and right. No, but I try to help out, especially right now. We just had a baby, so... Yeah, thank you very much, Sandy. Play the Pyromancer. Actually, I probably should have burned his guy. You know what, that was the play and I didn't make it. That's unfortunate. Oh well, I'll make it on the next turn because I probably won't draw a resource. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull this out. Actually, what I'll probably do is leave it as a 1-of in case it starts working. But yeah, I need to report that for sure. Flight and Spell Shield. That seems pretty good. It's interesting that Wild gets flying creatures to me. I mean, this is definitely, like, there are things that are a certain way in Magic, and they have... This is not Magic because they're doing things their own way. Because typically, Wild... or green would never have flying creatures, and if they did, it would be like a Bird of Paradise. So actually that's not too bad. I'd rather burn... Oh, he has Spell Shield anyways. I can't burn it. Oh, wait. Oh, it has to do it in response. So actually I think I might burn it here. I think I would rather burn this thing, as he can't respond to me, to give it Spell Shield. And then I'll swing in with Pyromancer because the Pyromancer trade for his Howling Brave is pretty good. That's actually better for me than it is for him. So, he shouldn't make this trade. And then the damage output also, I have more damage output, so my clock is, his clock is faster than mine. Although I kind of got stalled. I'm stalled at 2 resources now, so, and he's got 4 basically with this guy, so it's probably not going to be my game here. it'd be really exciting if we got to see this Legionnaire Gwaine actually do something. That would be exciting, huh? So I guess is he attacking or is he using for resources? Oh, he's sacking for to draw some more cards. So his card advantage looks really good right now. So this really should not be my game at all. So another thing I've noticed, like with the Shin Hair, is using those O1 bunnies as resources for sack outlets like this card. I mean, you have to look at them not necessarily just as bodies, but as resources. So they're just like your resources or mana. Blessing is we just found out that when I played 2 of them, that we didn't get double. We got nothing out of it. So I might play 1 and see if it's bugged, but. That's not good. So looks like we'll just go to our attack phase and then pass the turn right back. It's a quick turn for us. See, I don't even have to do any thinking. You know, he's actually got the hard job. He's got all these resources to use. He's got to do all this thinking and stuff. All I do is almost like, yep, just smash in the face. Just keep smashing. Yeah, and that is one of the things that's going to encourage people to play more resources, because you've got these charge powers to offset a lot of resources. So I'm thinking a lot of times you're going to play more resources than you typically would in Magic the Gathering, which is actually something I talked to Chris about when I was deciding on whether I wanted to do the Kickstarter or not. The first thing I asked him was like, or I called to get Corey and I got Chris. And the first thing I said was like, why would you design a game like Magic the Gathering without trying to fix mana burn or mana screw and mana flood? And he's like, well, these guys, the champions, encourage you to play more resources. What's my mana curve? I think I'm at 24 resources on this specific deck. Although I probably should be, I might even go up to 25. I've got 3 of this guy at the top end. Actually, no, I just increased it, so I probably should go up to 25. Additionally, there's no dual resources again. There's that wonderful Wild Root Dancer. I actually probably won't, I mean, I don't know if I'll necessarily play this guy, just because I see him so often. I know he works properly. Right. Yeah, your Inspired deck is kind of more mid-range than anything else. Yeah, you have a lot of three drops. So I should have at least 24 resources in here. And I've actually considered going into... Is this guy human? No, he's not. Or it really wouldn't matter anyways. I've considered going into Wild with the humans. And I forget what the specific reasons were. Actually, you know what I might do is I might try Inspire with blue. With Sapphire, rather. Because there's some good stuff in there. Especially once we get, what's his name? Buccaneer. Once I get Buccaneer, yeah, it's gonna be the blue-white aggro all day. Inspire. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Gwaine for a little while. I should probably actually only be running maybe 2 Gwaine instead of 3. I'm not sure. I think I'm frozen here. Am I frozen? Nope, okay. I have no attacks to declare. I have really nothing to do. I just drew all 3 of my Gwaines. Yep, not looking good here. If he were attacking with his Root Dancer, I would make that trade. But he'll probably just attack him with his Brave. Yeah, full house ain't good for me. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a full house, isn't it? If this guy's a king. Right. Yeah, I have 7 removal cards on the low end, so you know I might actually go down to 2 Gwaine. You might be right about that, Nero. I think you're right. Because I'm running the 4 passivism effects and then 3 shocks, basically. Of course, I'm still getting used to the new names, so I use the old magic names. Burn. I've got, yeah, 3 burns and then 4, whatever it's called. I'll probably draw it now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe. I'm more heavy into diamond, though. You know what I need to do is just get rid of these Blessed Fallens, because they don't do anything for me right now. Because they're bugged. Which is sad, because I actually had it working at the convention. I swear I got it to work with a Gwaine. It was, and swept my opponent out. And it was, you know, good times. Good times were had by, well, at least me, not necessarily all. Damage, damage, damage. I wonder if anybody out there has us like on 2 screens where we're like talking back and forth with each other. That would be humorous to hear. Somebody should make a video of that. Okay, now I actually have plays. Oh, look out. Yeah, that's right. And might as well attack in because I'm not going to block those 3/3s really. I'm actually not going to block anything he throws at me at this point, so I'll just attack in. He's not going to block my Pyromancer. So I probably could have played this guy in the second main phase because he had 0 resources, so that's a misplay there. No, I'm just saying, like, if somebody were so inclined, they could take both of our videos and then, as we're both playing, like, have them, like, in a YouTube, you know? You'd have to do some editing. I think that would be interesting. Like, I'm local recording mine now. That seems pretty good. All your troops get +2/+2 and cost -2. Wow, that means he could play troops for free because of the way Threshold works in this game. So the way Threshold works is, as long as I have the resources, or as long as I have the Threshold requirement, I just pay the cost. This allows me to have 1 Ruby in play and play 3 burn in 1 turn if I wanted to, because all I need is 1 Threshold for it, which is very much different than Magic. Actually, you know what? No, I don't think I would trade here. I still wouldn't trade, because I want the Clergyman. And he's not going to attack in because he doesn't want to trade either. I think I actually would have attacked in at this point because his resources are so high. I feel like that was a misplay on his part. I would have attacked in with both of these Braves. he should have me in the back foot right now. Because the whole point of these is playing for resources, and now yeah, it's kind of whatever. So it's still a trade. Do I want to trade? Do I want to try to make force trades? I don't know. No, I think I'm going to hold back. See if I can get to something that's going to start being more of an advantage for me. Because I really want to keep all these triggers in play if possible. Maybe he's holding on a life drain, I don't know. But I'm at 17, I mean that's a lot of life drain. And life drain, like we've talked about, is not the greatest because it doesn't affect the board state. It can't target creatures, it only targets players. Ooh, something's big. Battles a targeting troop. Oh no! That's not good. He should kill my... They should kill this clergyman is what it'll kill. Right, yeah, exactly. And that's, yeah, Neurogenos pointing out that people overrate cards just because they have the potential to win. They remember the one game that they win with the card, not the 10 games they lose by drawing. Yes, and then those people are specifically, oh, no, I'm good. Oh, okay. Sorry. It was monologue. I can't spell monologuing. Perry the Platypus, you caught me monologuing. Oh, you put a lot. You put the two words "a lot" together. Oh man, Lord Skidwid, SK Wid. Anyways, yeah, Nero it's completely right though with his the way he's talking about how it is that the way we rate, some people overrate cards. Come at me. I remember back in high school, I had a friend that he goes, my pet peeve is when people say pet peeve. I don't know if the kids say that anymore. That probably doesn't make sense to some people. Yeah, I get to cast a Blessing of the Fallen. That will do nothing because it's bugged. It would be awesome though, because now all my triggers will work with Gwaine, you know, if it did work. Of course, this 4/5 massive squirrel is gonna, well, he should be crashing in with all his 3/3s and his squirrel titan. Yeah, I'm somewhat the same. Didn't do too well in English class. No real reason to attack in here, so I'm gonna skip in. Squirrel Titan. He's crazy. He's a crazy Squirrel Titan. Playing with this guy makes it very viable to play a mono wild deck, really. Which is pretty much what he's playing. He seems to be only in blood for this and maybe murder or something. I don't know if I've seen any other cards that are blood cards in his deck so far. Plus he's taking damage every time he draws a card with it, so... There's gotta be some point where it is that... Oh, he's... Okay, be right back. Maybe he's gonna join my channel or something. Maybe he might get in my Ventrilo and then we can banter back and forth. I don't know. So yeah, I'm really sorry, Koloki. I probably should have looked better. I'll have you. If you're still want another match, I can do it. Probably should be able to do another match after this one's over, if you're still around. But he's back. Wow, 2 triggers with having 2 of these guys out for 2 triggers every time he plays a resource seems pretty good. I guess this is kind of good because he can take these guys and buff his little shin hair battle hoppers. So I guess that gives him a dual use there. If I get one more resource though, Gawain is going to do decently well. Not amazing. He'll take down his 2 root dancers. That's about it, really. Maybe I would win this game. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they're not going to want this to duplicate itself. So, like, if I have 2 blessing, it won't take. I won't get the inspired triggers twice. However, I can see that being a bug in the future. And if he's smart, what he'll do is have them buff each other at this point. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take a look at the deck after this, and we'll pull these out, and I'll make it a little bit more competitive, hopefully. Right, yeah, you should not get multiple triggers with multiple blessings, because the way triggers should work off of this is it's one time anyways, so. Because it just says you get the triggers. It doesn't say you add the triggers. If it said add the triggers, then I would get it multiple times. But it says you get the triggers, which is how it should work. Sacrificing, okay, drawing cards, okay. Realistically, he should basically have been close to winning or have won by now. I think I take that trade. No, I'll take the 4. I'll take the 4. He doesn't have anything to respond with, but at the same time, I mean, it's not like my board state's going to get that much better by making that trade. In fact, it'll get a lot worse. It's going to be really important also to play quickly. We've got 30 minutes for each of us, but typically when you play Magic the Gathering online, that's 30 minutes for 3 games. So I'm not sure what happens in Magic the Gathering if you run out of time, but it can't be good. It's a long time coming for this little guy. And then Legionnaire. Oh, you lose the match. Okay. So yeah, it's a little late on Legionnaire. He's really not going to do a lot for my board state right now. I can trade him at least, though. He's a 5/5. That's actually not that bad. I can actually get some good value out of his blocks now. And I've got Legionnaires coming every turn after this, so if he plays any little tiny dudes, they're going to just get swept. So I could stabilize the game here. He does seem to be... I'm not sure if he's monologuing or if he just plays slowly, because you can see his timer is well behind mine. Oh, it's a 6/5. Oh yeah, that's right. So you can see it did the Inspire triggers properly, and then it dealt damage to everything properly. So that's good. Buggy card. Right, yeah. That's yeah, if we had, again, if we Blessing the Fallen worked properly. Yeah, we're going to skip attackers. We're just going to stabilize the board state here. Once I get another Legionnaire in, I can swing with one. Actually, yeah, I probably would. I'll swing with one and then leave the other one in play. So I'll probably swing with my Legionnaire in the following turn and start making trades. Because, well, it's a 1-for-1 trade. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade for a while. He's got card advantage. Actually, you know what? I'll probably just sit at this point. I'll probably still defend until I can get a flyer or something. Play a resource, gain 3 health. Okay. I lose the match. Yeah. Or no, wait. Oh, that was in response to what I had asked before. Okay. Yep, really big dudes. So at this point, Gwaine has already done his job, so if I trade him off for like one of these guys, that's fine with me, because he can't do anything else at this point. Oh, I'm playing pretending I've only got squirrel left. So you do the same. Okay, so he's saying that all these cards aren't in play, and he's playing as if this squirrel is here. Okay, and that's fine. Sure. I'll do that. So at this point, we're going to ignore all of these. He's saying he's going to be gentlemanly about this, and we're going to. So right now, the only thing that's in play is this corpse fly. If I'm going to get rid of something, it's going to be Blessing of the Fallen, because it doesn't do anything for me. Obviously, even if it did work, I would get rid of it because it only works once. And then, so we're going to play another Gawain in our main phase, is what's going to happen here. And it was really nice of him to do that way. So we're going to play another Gawain to kill his fly before combat. Or actually, it won't kill him. It'll only do 2 damage. So it really, if he's going to do it the same way, then this would have killed it with the Blessing of the Fallen. In which case, I'll swing him with Gawain all by himself. So now he can block with the Titan if he wanted to. Because again, we're going to ignore all these cards. Right. Oh, he should be at 3 HP then now. So he's gonna, yeah, he has to chump block off with the Titan, because that's all that's left. This Corpse Fly is technically dead as well, because it would have gotten the Blessing of the Fallen trigger. Well, I mean, again, it's alpha, and winning and losing doesn't really matter that much. Rather, we want to see the cards and see what they do and see the interactions. And ultimately, I mean, I want to make sure that we're getting the bugs reported properly, and that so that way when you guys start getting into alpha, that you guys have a much better alpha experience than what we're having right now. Right. Oh, 2153. Yeah, I could have swung in with them, but again, I'm one of those people that I play more, probably not as conservatively as Havoc does, but I play more conservatively. He does still have 3 cards in hand. I want to keep these triggers. I really want to keep these triggers, especially because I've got another one in case he plays something else. Or so at this point, he really technically has an open board state, is what's going on, and he's basically lost. Oh, apparently my clock was showing 0 for some reason. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's right about that. His Wild Root Dancers wouldn't have died. They would have actually survived. Yeah, they would have died the turn before, but I came a turn late, and they were... Yeah, someone must have pointed that out. Right. Okay. So actually, so he still has these 2 Wild Root Dancers. For some reason I thought I had more in my graveyard, and then I remembered that I had a really crappy start. X damage, X gain, X health. So 13, he's got 12. And it's just straight up X. So this is an interesting X card because it's all gravy. So for the 12, he takes me to 1. And then he can swing in, I guess, with his Wild Root Dancers, and that's going to force a block on my part. So it'll force a block with Gwaine, and I'm going to have to double block the other one, which will leave me in an open, not a good board state, really. Or maybe he just won't swing at all. Okay, that's fine. I guess that would have been the more conservative thing to do anyways. Because he might have another life drain in his hand. Yes, and I'm in vent. You are welcome to join me. Hexed Havoc on Twitch. Okay, I'll make sure to do that. He's at 22 life. Yeah, at this point, I really don't have a good attack to make. So it's looking pretty bad. So I have to stay here because I only have 1 life. There's nothing I can do. If I swing in, I can't do nearly enough damage to him. I mean, I can swing and then force these trades, but he won't take. He shouldn't take the trades on these 2 guys because I can only deal with this 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 damage, and even at that, like he only has to block like 1 thing. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and skip our attack phase here. If I have him added on Twitch, I feel like I do. I'm pulling him up right now. I got him muted. Yeah, I've already got him I'm already following him. Right, so yeah, it should be 3 Inspire triggers. I've got 1 Inspire creature in my graveyard, which you can barely see. And that's what would have added. So it would have been 3 damage to everything when I played my last Gwaine. Luckily these guys don't have Crush, or what Magic people call Trample. Because then they could just deal damage over. Interesting thing about Crush or Trample is that, like, if you had a creature that was blocking something and it had Crush, and then you do something to like bounce it to your hand or something like that, then it's as if the creature isn't there and there's 0 toughness, so all the damage goes over to the player. Whereas normally without Crush, once a creature is blocked, it's blocked and it won't deal damage to the player. So whether that creature gets killed or if it gets bounced, or if it gets removed from combat somehow, then it won't deal damage. So I guess he's just in blood for for murder, life siphon, and pact of pain, and that's it. Otherwise, it's and of course the one that draws him cards. Oh, and I guess a corpse fly. What's happening here? Oh man, what just happened? No. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I feel like we're frozen now. No. Did we run out of time? Our timer's not showing. I'll concede, I guess. I guess maybe he might have conceded to me.